Hey guys, gonna play a 5-2 game here against Cmerli, who's actually someone that I have played before in one of my recent videos. I'm 99% certain that I lost that game. Okay, we are going to... This can transpose to like a pan off Botvinnik, or it can go this way. See what he does. Take this way? I guess I'm relatively happy with the way this panned out. Though, I really don't have any theory for what's going on here. I wanted to play bishop d6 before he could ever have a chance to play c5, so make sure I get my bishop there. This should be okay for me. I think I have the better pawn structure. Put the rook here. I guess I'll go bishop f5. I guess play knight here. Where's the knight going to end up at? I guess the knight would like to end up somewhere nice. Isn't that obvious? I mean, I'm wondering for this push and then no. I think I could play knight here and come out on e6 maybe, and then end up here, and then at some point maybe use the d3 square, bring the other rook in, put the queen out to here. That seems like that's no bueno. Queen a5 touches that guy. Let's do it. Because if he puts his rook over, then I have like knight b6. No, I don't. That's a terrible idea. Do not play knight b6, Jonathan. Regardless of what you may think of that, it is not a good idea. I don't really like that very much. Prefer not lose that pawn. I guess we gotta go here. And my queen's almost trapped. Maybe I'll play c5 next. And try to get e5 for my knight. If he plays d5. Plus I'm kind of shutting down these bishops a little bit. Yeah, so I think c5 will be my next move. He could have passed pawn, but it looks like it's going to be pretty well blockaded. Continue on with that idea. I'm worried about this pawn moving forward and my having some pretty serious issues with my queen. Oh, now he wants to play d5. Okay. Well, let's do like so. Unpin the knight. Okay. Oh, this pawn's still protected. I was thinking I had bishop d3 for a second, but I do not have that. Well, I might. Let's play here. Pretend like I'm trying to get my queen back into the game, but I'm also threatening bishop d3 now too. Okay. Why shouldn't I just take the pawn? Yeah, he's not gonna trap my queen. Maybe I can try to come back to e6. Yeah, I guess I come to e6. if he ever plays d5. Okay. I wonder if he'll play c4 now. If he does, I'll probably play queen b7. Okay, that kind of locks his bishop in a little bit. And I can go back to c7, and I have some pressure here now. And I have this e5 square for my knight again. And okay. Let's do this knight e5 and then maybe try to play knight d3, and I might be able to stick the knight on b4. That looks like a good square. Also have a check there if that's ever something he's concerned about. I'm going to put the knight on b4 like I mentioned. I'll pre-move that, I guess. Okay. Okay. That's kind of the idea, so it's going to block the B file if he decides to try to attack down that. Plus it guards this square, so we can't play rook a6 either. I'm okay with how that shook out. And I can play bishop d3 at some point. Like if he ever decides to put his bishop on b6, I can do that. Though honestly, I'm going to have some trouble fighting for the a file. Kind of a lot of it, I think. Though, okay, what's this about? Okay. I gotta get sort of untangled here. I need to trade some pieces. That needs to happen. Needs to happen. Okay, what about we play here, he brings the rook somewhere, and then we start shuffling this guy up the board. If he plays here, I think I'm just gonna go the two rooks for the queen thing. I think that's probably what will happen. Plus I'll get the a file, I'll be able to play rook a7, and I can maybe try to get the other rook over somehow, some way. Okay, so he decides that he's not going to go for that. It gives me this square now. Wait, I don't want to do that yet because I'm still. Let's just let's make room on my back rank. Okay, is he gonna try now to trade that knight off? Maybe. I think so. I think that seems like an idea he might have. Okay, so I'm really down on space. So I can get, I take here, and then I have knight c2, which wins my exchange back, and that's just, but he has this move in between. No, that's not a problem, because I just take his queen. I think this is going to relieve a lot of pressure from my position. A lot. Now we take here. Okay. And do we want to trade queens now too? Man, I just really don't have a good way to get my rook into the game. Yeah, let's go for the queen trade too, I guess. We can at least put the bishop on f6 if he goes for it. So if he chooses not to trade queens, he might start running into some problems with his own king, actually. After like queen e4 could be a problem. Okay. He decides that. So I guess I can trade queens. Running very low on time. Go. Let's do that. And we'll just take it. And we'll go here and defend. And he's not ever going to bring any extra attackers here, so I think this ought to be a draw, maybe. Unless he can do something annoying with this pawn, which he may be able to. I just don't have any time. I can go to the A file, I could go here with a check and come out here maybe, try to get behind that pawn. If I go there, nope. Let's just... If I could have done this with check, I would have tried to get behind the pawn. But that's not going to happen. Let's just come back. Oh. Yeah, ran out of time. That was kind of an interesting game though. I was doing well, especially after I got to do all those trades. Let's look back at that point and see if I could have done something more constructive. This bishop on c6 was a major problem. So, which makes me think that, so I went and did all this. Why I didn't play this? Surely that was probably the right idea. Yeah, I definitely should have played here. Trades pieces. That's going to get me able to fight for the files I want to. Yeah, that definitely was a better move. Playing bishop d7 to try to trade off his light squared bishop. Instead I tried to go on this sort of faux attack thing. And now I can't even do it now. So I did get kind of lucky with, actually, I guess I could have done my exchange trick right now. Actually, I didn't have to play that. Takes, and then after this, I'm way more comfortable. But I still have this really annoying problem with this dark square bishop here. Maybe something like rook b8, queen d1, and then try to go trade off the rooks. I don't know. Instead I went for this. And I'm an opposite colored bishops. But I didn't have... I guess I should have brought the king over. Instead I just went here, but maybe here? In order to do this, what would I do here though? That doesn't really help. So if I go here, I bet this was probably holding. Something like this. Because let's say he goes here. I'm just going to go like that, because if he comes to this square, although, actually, so say I make a move like this. This is a problem. So, yeah, that wouldn't work. I can't get all super passive on him. What about... wait a second. So the idea I was talking about, so when he went here and I did this, I think this is just too passive. So maybe something like check, probably going to come here, I come out to here, he just takes it, I drop back, and then when he pushes or something, I would come here, like this. And I mean, it's still equal material. I'm holding his king out, and he's gonna have. I kind of have to go here though, now. And if he checks, yeah, I think that this would have been. This probably would have held. I don't see. I mean, something could have happened. Who knows what? But I think this looks okay. I can never really win the pawn unless his bishop moves off. But I'm at least behind it where I need to be. This king is going to have trouble getting in unless he starts going all crazy over here. But yeah, maybe. I think I definitely went wrong earlier when I didn't try to trade off this light squared bishop. Definitely should have done that. Anyway, interesting game. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.